Hey everyone, it's Friday. We're closing out our expert series with Anna Kelly. How you doing, Anna?
I'm great today. Happy Friday.
Oh man, this is going to be a lot of fun. We're actually going to do three little interviews on three different topics. The first one is perhaps my favorite, and that is the importance of your network. I think a lot of people understand or quote or talk about a network, but I believe they're not appreciating the nuances that make a network powerful. And you have a great example of how powerful your network is in a deal that you just locked up. So why don't we talk about network first and what that means to you, Anna?
100%. Early on, Michael, when I was first doing real estate, it seemed to take me forever to get things done
Mhm.
because I eventually ran out of my money and I couldn't find any deals other than what was listed on the MLS. I was newer to an area and I just didn't have a network of other people that were investors that got what I did and could help me go where I wanted to go. And so it wasn't until about 2.5 years ago that I really started to say, you know what? If I'm going to do this easier for the next 10 years than I did it the last 10 years, I really need to focus on, partnerships for one, but really start to truly develop and have more touch points with my current network that I had built over the last 10 years.
Mhm.
And what I found, Michael, is in the last 2.5 years, especially while we're in an upcycle, when
Mhm.
it's hard to find properties, there's so much demand, so little supply, it's bidding wars on everything. And even more so now, it's really important that you have a network of people that know you're a buyer, exactly what kind of properties you buy, and that you're a serious buyer. And if they bring you a deal, they can trust that you're going to close. Your deal's not going to fall out because you're trying to wholesale it. It's not going to fall out because you can't get the loan. Like, you're a trustworthy buyer. And I have been really, really intentional over the last 2.5 years or so, maybe three, really continuing to stay in contact with people in my network, my estate attorney, my tax attorney, my bankers, other realtors that I have done business with and that I haven't yet done business with, title companies to say, listen, I'm in the market for 10 to 200 unit apartment buildings. If it's a 10 to 20 unit, 30 unit, I'll take it down myself. If it's bigger than I can take down, I'll bring in partners, but you can trust us to be able to close and do it very quickly. And my last 7 small multifamily apartment buildings have all come off market through my network. And all of my larger apartment complexes have all come through doing deals with people in my network. So it's extremely powerful.
Wow. I mean, just put the cherry on top. Just to say that again, right? The last 7 deals for your family's portfolio, all off market because of your network. I mean,
100%.
how many units roughly? You don't have to add them all up, but 50 units? I mean, what it's roughly?
Okay. A 96 unit.
Oh,
Now that
Jesus.
joint venture,
Okay.
a 73 unit joint venture with 2 partners,
Okay.
a 31 unit joint venture with 2 partners,
Okay.
a 10 unit that I took down alone,
Okay.
another 10 unit that I put under contract Monday night,
Yeah.
um, and 2 single family homes. You'll
Okay.
like this.
Yeah.
That my estate attorney brought me because he had a client that was about to go for tax sale and foreclosure,
Oh,
needed help, needed out.
yep.
Her family had squandered the money. And he said, can you help her out? Not only did I buy the properties to help her out, to plan to rehab them, put a tenant in them, and then seller finance to an end buyer, my title company, who was also her estate attorney, said, we will be your private lender. So I
Oh,
was able to create a win-win deal for their client. And they're the one that referred me to their other client that had the 10 unit I had been trying to go after for 5 years with letters with no avail.
wow.
And she called and said, hey, this attorney said, you're good, you're honest, you'll give me a decent, fair price, and I want to sell it off market. Met her, signed a contract the same day, got the deal done.
Wow. So I did the math quickly in my head. We're talking about 210 deals off market, personal network. You don't have to answer this question, but I'm just going to propose that's probably an extra 12 or $13,000 in cash flow. It's probably an increase of,
More.
yeah, it's probably $1 million in net worth. So again, if you need any proof that your network is important, go back and rewind and watch that again.
Yeah.
Um,
And
but
just, the deal that just
Mhm.
came, just to give you an idea. So I've been looking along with everybody else in my region, my coaching students, my friends, we're all looking for small multi-unit properties. So as much as I like the bigger ones, I like to create legacy wealth for things I'm going to own longer
Mhm.
for, 20 years instead of the quick 3 to 5 year syndication money.
Yeah.
I always put more money back into my own deals. So,
Sure.
they're really tight and really, when I say overpriced, I mean really overpriced, a lot of these deals. And so I look on the MLS and I haven't found anything in an entire year
Yeah.
that I was willing to pay for, or I got outbid by numerous other people that
Yeah.
just paid cash crazy numbers. So I had been talking to, every few months, a couple of agents in the area. And I said, listen, the first time you find a 10 to 30, 40, 50, 200 unit building, call me. I'll close quickly. I've got the cash. I can do it. So I was on a plane Monday night, coming back from my big settlement on a 500 unit in Atlanta. Got off the plane and my husband said, hey, this realtor just called me. He said, you have to call him tonight. There is a coming soon listing in the MLS. And in the MLS, coming soon, only agents can see it. We buyers that are not agents that don't have access to the MLS, we can't see it's coming soon. Well, he said, hey, the deal's coming soon. I know the agent. When it's ready to be listed, you're going to have to be ready to walk it quickly and make an offer. I said, forget that. I know exactly where the property is. It's 2 doors down from one I own. I know exactly what they're worth. I'm writing an offer tonight. No inspections, no nothing other than a mortgage contingency.
Sure.
And I went above asking at a price that I was very comfortable with. And I got the deal signed and closed before it ever listed. And that was the power of my network, knowing what I was looking for, seeing something coming soon and saying, I found a deal. You might be the right buyer. And we were able to get it done.
Yeah. So I want to hammer that point home because again, when people think about network, I believe not necessarily they think about it wrong, but they think about it incompletely, right? When people say about growing your network, especially for me, right? I'm talking out of my market, right? I'm 2.5 hours away from my market. So the first thing people hear me say is, okay, how many people does Michael know in Fresno? Yeah, that's interesting. That's cool.
Mhm.
Second, how many people in Fresno know Michael, right? He's been there 20 years. He's a decent reputation. He closes when he had. That's interesting. But the magic, the power is what you just said. It's how many people know you and what Anna is looking for. And that is what I stress with folks. What are people
Yes.
looking for? Get good at your elevator pitch is what they used to
Yes.
tell me in sales.
100%.
What is your elevator pitch? And it could be as simple as, hey, I'm looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in this zip code between 12 and 1,500 square feet, single story. Done.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's essentially what I tell them.
Yeah.
I'm looking for nice apartment buildings in class B to B, really class A to B areas, although the A are tough,
Yeah.
in strong school districts,
Okay.
at least 10 units.
There you go. It's
And
exactly.
like, everybody knows what that is.
Yeah.
And like I said, I mean, I've gotten 7 deals where they've called me before they were listed, just before they were listed, in every single case, just before they were listed, and
And
said,
again, you've been
call
doing,
on us. She'll save you time. She won't mess around. She's going to be good to your tenants.
and again, you've been laying the groundwork for years with
Yes.
no expectation. It's just part of your stick. Hey, you're
Yeah.
a new agent in whatever city it is. Hey, I'm Anna. I have these many units. I'm a known buyer. I'm looking for A, B, I'm looking for blah, 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 blah. People, that's what you need. You need your elevator pitch. I don't know what else to call it, but get your elevator pitch, practice it 45 seconds or less. You're going to meet hopefully dozens, if not hundreds of people in your market over time.
Right.
Get your elevator pitch.
Right. And then be good to people. Show
Oh,
them that you can perform.
Yep.
Return the favor. If I have an agent that's bringing me 10 to 30 units and I know that I've got a 4 unit I'm about to list, I'm calling my agents and going, hey, I'm about to list this. Before I throw it out there, I'm going to give you an opportunity if you've got any buyers to earn the commission, and so you always want to be really good to people, be good to your network, and realize that your reputation follows you. So if you are good people, you do the right thing, you treat people well, that reputation will follow you and you'll go a lot further.
Yeah. Anna just gave us the cherry on top. This whole conversation about your network, not who you know, not who knows you, but who knows you and what you're looking for, is exponentially more powerful when you've proven yourself and you have a reputation people can count on. That's how you get exponential growth. That's how you get 7 deals off market. That's how you add tens of thousands of dollars in cash flow and net worth. It's because of that. So Anna, any closing thoughts on this topic? This one has been a game changer for folks.
I think especially right now, when deals are scarce, demand is high, there's low supply, it's the hardest time to be a real estate investor because you just feel like you're spinning your wheels trying to find deals. So it's super powerful now. Maybe, as there was a rising market and a lot of supply and not a ton of demand, maybe you could get by and do it on your own. And I did in the beginning, but eventually your network is really what's going to equate to much higher net worth over time.
There you go. Very cool. Thank you very much, Anna. This has been a lot of fun.
Thank you.